welcome to February 2021 tarot reading. Aries, I've dealt your cards and I have the spread here on that talks about what you need to know, what you need to do, and what you need to release. This month, it looks like there's some spiritual development taking place. I am primarily seeing in these cards a very deep dive into spirituality, into understanding of your own spiritual intuitive abilities, and I see Aries relying more and more on their inner voice and inner guidance. Saying this because your catalyst this month is the Temple Path. This card came out in the reversed. That just shows that there is this access available to Aries to go to this inner temple, but because it's reversed, now there's a block to that intuition, to that perception. There is a call for Aries to step forward, to honor the awakening, but there is some little piece missing, and we'll find out how we can help you, Aries. All right, so the Temple Path is calling you this month, and your challenge is, well, fascinating. I've used this card for over 2 years now, or about a year, and I find that often the Temple Path in its reversed comes with this card, the Appreciation card, and that tells me that the divine just wants us to be in a place of gratitude, of acknowledgement, awareness that what we have is beautiful and abundant. Blessings come our way at all times, in all form, shape, sizes, in different spaces, different timelines, and we need to be aware of those blessings when they come in and just give gratitude, give thanks. So appreciation is challenge this month. So maybe you just it's possible that Aries is looking focuses more on the external, but I think with this Temple Path in the reversed, it's saying to pause, reflect, meditate, take a moment to perhaps journal, note down 3 things that come to mind to give thanks to be grateful for. Maybe some of you are already keeping a gratitude journal. Okay, so your tarot card, what you need to know. Ace of Cups, beautiful card right here. This is a new beginning, passions being restored, the self being honored, and this is also heightened intuition, a time for great awakening. So that's this energy of this Ace of Cups is around you, supporting you, and we have that Temple Path yet again. So that's why I'm saying this reading has a deep spiritual bent to it, and that's some of you are seeking, actively pursuing an awakening, going through some sort of a dark night of the soul where you are journeying from the darkness to the light, and a lot of this is self-driven. It's not, I don't think it's happening from the external. I think a lot of you are honoring your own strength, your own power, and realizing I can change this, I can shift this. I just need to reflect on who I am, where I'm coming from. Why, gosh, I'm sorry, the water is reminding me of, how cheesy and cheeky can I be? A quote from Moana, if you've seen the movie. Maui says, in wayfinding, you have to, to determine where you're going, you have to see where you're coming from, something like that. But I am paraphrasing here, so and I feel that's what Aries is doing to chart the course forward into the future. Aries is looking back at where they've been, where they're coming from. So that's the energy where perhaps some of you are finding yourself in this Ace of Cups, self-discovery, self-awakening, tapping into the intuition, self-love as well, nurturing the self. And this is also the environment around you is very supportive, and you are emotionally feeling that your cup is running over. What you need to do, there is release here, Aries. This is you sitting in your power, the King of Wands. This is fire sign. He's authoritative, not a man per se, but just a very masculine energy where this person has clear direction, clear vision, highly passionate, and very driven. So this is normally, for me, very typical Aries. Now in its reverse, you were sort of thrown off balance here, because you are being asked to now channel your intuitive emotional side more than your ego, more than your mind. Rather than analyzing the situation, this is asking you to step back and now deep dive into your heart center. In this, what you need to do, so King of Wands reversed is now releasing that king, not being bound so much to, again, your thoughts, your ego, what you feel driven to do, what you're passionate about. That needs to pause, in a sense that you are sitting in your heart to discover your passions or rediscover your passions being reignited. It could be for the work you do, for some relationships, for your the line of study that you are pursuing at the moment. So the King of Wands in reverse is also saying, let go of control. That's it, let go of control. All right, what you need to release is this Hierophant. Hierophant traditionally represents, set rules and regulations, belief systems and values that support us, that nurture us. But it's time to release that, to find your own traditions, find your own values, your own spiritual path. Again, with the Temple path in the reversed, it's saying the spirituality is being rediscovered, because the Hierophant, is the symbol of, established religion, established spirituality. So how are we now moving away from that and charting our own course? And that's what's supporting that energy is the Strength card right here, is taming the ego a bit. This is Leo energy, and perhaps for some of you this process started in the month of August, July, August, the Leo season. So some of you, not all of you. So, but this is also showing the need to tame that ego and to now rediscover your spiritual gifts, your strength. That's why I was saying this is a heavy spiritual bent to this reading. There's a lot happening, Leo. Aries. Or you have Leo in your chart, that's also possible. Leo or Taurus in your chart. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Now, this is Leo, Aries, again, Leo. Okay, sorry. This is Aries seeking clarity. That is wanting to come in, but can't be accessed yet, because you need to tap into your heart center. Again, all your answers, clarity to your situation will come through in moments when you're seated in the heart. Okay, maybe I'll make a different video about this, but I wanted to share about how can you sit in your heart. That comes through meditation, just by getting comfortable in a quiet space and just breathing deeply, exhaling for a couple of times through your mouth, releasing all that you don't need, that doesn't serve you, and arriving at a place of emptiness, and bringing your attention to your heart center right here. So not the heart, but the heart center, and sit there for a few moments and see what comes up. I've been called to do guided meditations with this kind of stuff, and I will in the near future. but moving back. So when you're in that space of sitting with your heart, sitting with your soul, in that empty space where it feels very peaceful and quiet, moment of truth and clarity will come to you through your own higher self, your own intuition, your own soul speaking to you, because you'll be in a space of reception, receiving. So I'm going to clarify the cards now, using the Light Seers deck. See what comes up. So why is this Ace of Cups here? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So Aries, you're trying to build a new foundation. This is the working mom as well, but this is not feeling grounded yet. Again, there's that not grounded, tying it with this quest for deep spiritual answers that you're seeking. And then we also have this clarity that's not quite coming through for Aries, because but this is also taking a break from work. I don't know if you can see this card properly, but this is also taking a break from work and going within. You see how her eyes are closed and there's a deep reflection happening, and that is tapping into this energy of this heart center and seeking answers by taking a moment, time out, because there's that feeling of not being grounded. And it's because not feeling grounded, because there is that that awakening, that clarity that you're seeking, and it's taking its time to come through. Okay, why is the Queen of Pentacles in the reversed? I'm gonna take too many cards. Why is the Queen of Pentacles in the reversed? Okay, let's move on. King of Wands in the reversed. Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Wow. What you need to do, this is Aries, whatever you're going through, whatever your situation, the answer lies not by overthinking, by analyzing, by seeking answers through friends, family, confidants, mentors. No, it's going to come from within. It's a very heart-focused reading for you for February. So this is what you need to do when we say let go of control. Now this is letting go of the mind, the ego, your plans, your big business ideas. I'm not saying don't pursue them, but what I'm trying to get at is the totality of the answer that you're seeking may not necessarily come from the mind, the ego, but more from the emotional heart space, because you have Nine of Cups. That is wish fulfillment. That is going after what your heart truly desires. And how can you know what your heart truly desires if you haven't really, communicated with it? If you haven't sat down with it and said, hey, heart, how are you doing? What do you need? And how do you get into that space again is by being quiet and being with the heart and sitting in the heart. And see, we have this Knight of Cups here again. This wow, this beautiful energy where it's asking you to being honest with yourself, honoring your emotions, your feelings, deep diving into what you truly desire, where does your happiness truly lies. That's the energy here, and the answer to that is not going to come through analyzing, thinking about it, asking people, asking friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriends. It's going to come from within yourself, because there is that need for clarification, but from the heart. Wow, it's beautiful. And you are seeking some deep, deep desires are going to be, you're manifesting something. This is a month of setting intentions, clearing away the old. I believe on the 13th we have a new moon, 13th of February. So I personally recommend everybody to follow the lunar cycles in releasing and letting go and setting intentions, because I've seen it work in my life. So I wish you all the best. But there is something you're manifesting. And even before that, on the 29th of January, we have a full moon. So if you haven't already done so, even in the days after the full moon, the energy is quite potent, and you can use it to really meditating on what it is that you need to release, perhaps writing a letter to yourself and saying, hey, these are the things that no longer work and I need to just let go of it. And creating space in your heart for manifesting something that you truly desire. Okay, why is the Hierophant and the Moon? Oh my gosh, sorry, I didn't even finish that and the cards jumped out. So the Hierophant and the Strength are here because there's Ace of Swords. Again, we have the sword here. The challenge is presenting as you seeking clarity, and here, this is what you're trying to manifest, clarity. And right now, again, like I said, you're going through the dark night of the soul, and this moon energy is here, which is saying you don't have all the answers. You're looking for clarity, really deeply desiring it, wanting it, yet there is this emotional tug of war, or this, you're in murky waters. Things are not clear to you this month. All right, and Judgment in the reverse. Now there's that awakening waiting to happen. I've talked about spiritual awakening. This is it, this awakening that happens in its upright, but in the reverse it's not taking place because of this moon card that's saying that this awakening is taking its time, and this will happen in due course. It can't be pushed, but the simple thing is Page of Wands, divine timing. I mean, I was going to use the words and I just saw a fourth card on the table, and that's it. Divine timing. This will happen when it's meant to happen. She has launched that wand. It will land when it will, where it will. She has no control over it. It just has to go in its own time, in its own flight path that it chooses to take. So also, this is passion being restored. This is also feeling liberated and very highly creative and powerful. So interestingly, you're being asked to let go of this king energy, because perhaps some of you have a lot of experience in the line of work professionally where you're at, and now you want to start something new, you want fresh ideas, you know, and it's saying let go of that control, kind of forget what you know and become the child again, be the page again, learn new things, be inquisitive, be curious about what you can learn and what these new learnings can bring your way. So this is a new beginning, new awakening waiting to take place. And if I'm to say, give you any advice for this month, would be appreciation, sitting back in gratitude, acknowledging all the hard work you've done in all these years, and everything that you've done in your life, and appreciating, acknowledging it, and moving into a place of honoring the heart. And that's where you'll find light, and you'll find peace and grace, coming back to your roots, so to speak. All right, Aries, I hope this has provided meaning and guidance to those of you looking for it, and I will see you all next month in March. Take care and have a fabulous month. Bye.